Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Ready. You ready. Let's go, D. 6 guys. Check ready, everything.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Hey, stop. Football. Check nickel. You go 22, check cover. Let's go.
Throwing on second down. Winston throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Check 99. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Green, everything. Orbit. Hey, check Mike 45.
On third down, Winston. And that's complete. It's Watson. The gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Buccaneers, first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Ready? Flag, 22 guys. Mike 45. Rabbit. Green, 17. Kill.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On second down now, it's Jones. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
Ready. Blue ready. Watch the screen.
Play action now, Winston. And Winston lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. 20, 10. And he will score. Touchdown. Here they bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Winston. Caught by Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Winston now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll throw again. Winston. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Bust through the tackle. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Levante David in on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. To the air, Allen. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Allen. Open man is Cameron Batson. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From just shy of midfield, Allen gets it off to Freeman. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From midfield, here's Allen. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after one.
Hey, 180. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the blood. Watch the blood. Watch the blood. Watch blood. Watch the blood. Twit, twit, twit. Watch the twit. Watch the twit.
Two chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Check it out, Bree.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Number 7 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, here we go. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
To throw is Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Easy, easy, easy. Mike's 57, 57.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey.
Well, that's a... This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Check, check. Walk 54, walk 54.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons! Devontae Freeman. Number 8 on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Wait.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just boom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 2nd down, it's Jones, and he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Come on, Sunday. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Hey, easy.
Winston now from the 50. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Deion Jones came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Here we go, even. Check Mike 57.
Here's Winston. Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
45 the mic. 45. Hey, even. Check. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Wait, hold up. Let me go.
Working out of the gun. Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times you just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the 1st down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. From the 29, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Flip it. 45. Trump. You better bring it. Hey, stop. Let me go.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Hey, check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, watch the ball. Twist.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Big Ed. Watch safety creep.
They run from the pistol here with Freeman. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Mike 19. 5 wide. Good trap.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That'll be marked as a 20.
The angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Now Ito Smith. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Falcons. Ito Smith, his second touchdown. Front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Come on, man. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. 57, come on. 57. Quit talking about it.
Jameis to throw it. Looking downfield for Jones. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep open. This is caught at the 20. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashawn Perriman, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things.
It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
61 yards. And the Falcon first down.
Barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Now on 2nd and 13. Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it, because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Under 10, 10. Kill. Wait. Let me go.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Slam. 66. Pull it. High. Where's that up?
To throw, Winston. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And down he'll go at the 25. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check 52. Flip it. Watch twist. Rush in. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Echo.
And the blitz does come. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps. But he's got a first down there. So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Winston. Going for the deep ball. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead is down to a field goal. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Throwing now is Allen. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Block 54. Lawyer jump.
Throwing is Allen on third. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. Two division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. After the penalty, here's Freeman. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 38, Allen. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play. Obviously, instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play. And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Check 26, check 26. Come on. Sunday. White. Floyd up.
Now Winston. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
The 2nd down throw for Winston. Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here we go, here we go. 45's the mic, 45's the mic. Flip it, flip it, flip it. Come on, where's that up?
Here's Winston. That is caught. It's Perriman. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Winston now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
45. Mike, let's keep it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston throwing the out route incomplete. That's Evans. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Black, 22.
1st and 10 at the
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Deuce. Hey, stop. Sonic. Let him go. Let him go.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing. Winston. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Evans. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line.
Buccaneers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
You must be dreaming. Watch out.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike, 45.
On first down, Jones. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Ready.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. Wait. I'm good. Let's go.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Winston to throw. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones in the final minute, as they are now an extra point away from perhaps stealing one here in the final minute. A very important extra point there, up and good, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. They'll look to throw. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 43 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is Freeman. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So everything hanging in the balance, resting on the right foot of Michael Badgley. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So everything hanging in the balance, resting on the right foot of Michael Badgley. They'll spot it at the 40. It's a 50-yard kick for the win. And this isn't going to get there. It's no good. Didn't get enough leg on it. Not what you'd expect from an NFL kicker. And it's going to be the final act of this ball game. So a field goal that could have won it went awry. Pretty good distance field goal. It wasn't a chip shot, but still, that one's going to stick with him for a little while, you'd have to think.
It is, and I know that he missed that one, and they walk off the field, and obviously they don't feel great about themselves. They just lost a game. But this is where the proficiency actually comes back and hurts them, because they've gotten so good that we expect them to make just about everything, and we forget that's still a long field goal attempt.
And so much pressure there at the end of the game. It's one of those situations, unfortunately, where you're either the hero